This is Aging by the Bay, here to provide families in the San Francisco Bay Area pertinent information about healthy aging practices and services. Your host is Ajay Sani of ComForCare Home Care.
Good morning and welcome everyone to Aging by the Bay, where we provide families in the San Francisco Bay Area relevant information about healthy aging practices and services. I'm your host Ajay Sani from ComForCare Home Care. With ComForCare, you can give your loved ones the best life possible, thanks to complete in-home care for every stage of life. Find out more at comfortcare.com or call us at 1-800-886-4044. At Aging by the Bay, we talk about joys and some of the challenges of growing older in the Bay Area. We talk to experts, what they see happening as people age, as well as the services that are available that you or your loved ones may not be aware of. So today, we are actually recording it over Zoom, this whole program. I am in the studio and I have our guest, Robert Taylor, online. And Robert is the Executive Director of the Senior Support Program of the Tri-Valley. Before joining the Senior Support Program of the Tri-Valley, Robert served as President of Calidad Industries, a nonprofit contract services organization dedicated to creating dignified work and job training opportunities for those with disabilities in the Alameda County. He also served 8 years with the American Red Cross as the Regional Director responsible for the promotion of health and safety training and initiatives throughout the Western states. So welcome, Robert. How are you doing today?
Oh, good morning, AJ. I'm doing great. And thank you for having me on your show. Appreciate the time.
My pleasure. So let's start. My first question to you will be Senior Support Program has been serving seniors for almost 40 years, right? So let's start with an overview of what this program is all about. And can you please share the purpose of your organization?
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Well, thanks for the wonderful introduction. And to your point, yeah, we have been serving the Tri-Valley for, this May will be 40 years. That we've been providing service to seniors, and that's seniors over the age of 60. We do reach out to a slightly larger area because we do cover some of the surrounding areas as well, like San Ramon, San Leandro, Castro Valley, Hayward, Fremont, Union City. We go out there as well, but the bulk of our services are located here in the Tri-Valley. But with senior support, our day-to-day mission is to help seniors remain healthy, well, and self-sufficient in their own homes. And every day we strive to help seniors improve or at minimum maintain a high quality of life that they expect. So that's what we do on a day-to-day basis.
Excellent. And, this is a great organization because it's really helping improve the quality of life of our seniors.
Yes.
And the program has been doing so many things. So how will you explain, I think it's important that you explain the key programs that the group has been running all these years.
Oh, well, sure. No, there's, the one thing that we, as I mentioned, the mission of the agency is to really help seniors remain in their home and remain healthy and self-sufficient because, one thing that makes it really difficult is the senior housing market is very much reflective of the Bay Area in general. It's really difficult to find senior housing as well. Right. So if we're able to help seniors remain healthy, well, and self-sufficient in their own homes, it greatly benefits them, their family, and just everybody as a whole. But 40 years ago, almost 40 years ago, we started with our first program. It was a friendly visiting program, and essentially, and we still have that program today. But how that started is we had volunteers that we would vet, and then we would train, and they would go out, and we would introduce them to seniors that are isolated or need some help in order to maintain that quality of life. So that's how the program started. Currently, we have about 185, 190 seniors still in that program, and they're connected with a volunteer that in many cases becomes a lifeline of sorts, becomes a support system for them. And like I said, the vast majority of them become really good friends, which is wonderful to see, because it gives those seniors that maybe don't have a strong family or a support system here, it gives them somebody that they can count on, to see once a week, and then also get a phone call once a week. So that was our initial program. We're very proud of that. Since then, we've added 16 other programs over the years to cover a large variety of needs. Programs such as case management, where we get into the details of how seniors are living, and we do whatever we can to help them, either promote their mental, physical, and even financial health in many respects. We have a fall prevention program, which is key to seniors. Family caregiving program, which is not only helps the seniors, but the family that's supporting, their seniors or their loved ones. Medical appointment transportation program for needed medical rides. Mental health counseling. We've got an array of exercise programs, and then another listing of health and wellness programs that help provide information and guidance on how to, proper nutrition, proper diet, proper sleep, medication safety. That really helps kind of the holistic approach when it comes to providing support for seniors. And then one thing I would like to mention is we do not charge any service fee for our programs. They're completely free. For the most part, we're funded through the County of Alameda, and then we have several private foundations and funders that help us as well.
This is really good, and all the programs that you highlighted, like things like fall prevention and case management, and all these are so vital, so important, especially during these times that we are in.
Definitely. Yeah, no, it is like our case management program. I've seen individuals that have, or seniors that have come in or we've met with, that are really having some challenges with either housing, or maybe there's a couple of bills that kind of get out of hand for whatever reason, and that can really spiral out of control pretty quickly if you don't have some information and some help in order to rebound from those issues. And I've seen multiple cases where seniors have had, they've been in some pretty tough situations, and that we're able to help them kind of find a path and make a plan to address those issues and resolve them and be self-sufficient and happy at home. So it's very, very gratifying when we can do that. And then in another program that I think is just absolutely essential is I'd like to say that all of our programs are absolutely essential, and they are, but one that's near and dear to my heart is our medical transportation for appointments program. Because I've spent a fair amount of time providing rides as well. And on average, I would say probably 7 to 80% of our clients, really it's almost impossible for them to make it from their home to the doctor's appointment and then back without completely kind of wrecking them for the day or the week. And it's it's medical services that they absolutely need. So to be able to provide that link, that connection is very, very gratifying, and it's always wonderful to get the thanks and support from our seniors who really appreciate it. And it's another vital step to keeping them in their home, self-sufficient and healthy. So it's we're very proud of what we do.
Absolutely. This is so true. And it's just not about this one appointment that they make because of your service. It has long-term impact, because when it comes to readmissions, one of the factors they say is people not following up, not going to the doctor's, follow-up meeting with the doctor. So they come home, and then if they are not able to go back to the doctor for whatever reason, and transportation can be one of those reasons, in that case, it has huge impact on the whole system, on that particular person, on the hospital, the resources. So one good deed has, the benefit of it is like tremendous. It
Well, it's
helps
like a chain
more than,
reaction.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like a chain reaction. It sort of helps them. It helps them take a step forward, or maybe they've had a couple steps, unfortunately they've had to take back, and you can help them move forward a little bit.
yeah,
And then you can actually see the confidence, building, not only emotionally, but physically, and they're able to get around a little better. And then they start, it's really gratifying to see somebody that, or a senior that's isolated and maybe has a couple of challenges, either physical, mental, or financial, and then be able to help them with those challenges or one of them, and then to kind of see them grow and want to be more a part of the community that they're in, whether it's their church or whether the senior center or reaching out to neighbors and friends.
yeah.
That's it's really gratifying to see that sort of progress made with some of our seniors, because the seniors have supported us for so many years,
Right.
and now it's turn to do what we can to support them.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very well said. So talking about, the times that we are in, pretty unprecedented because of
Yeah.
COVID-19. It has been a massive challenge for the whole world as such. And
Yeah.
what, according to you, are some of the biggest problems that our seniors are facing today because of COVID-19?
Right. Yeah. No, it's, we're all facing challenges, but seniors, I think in particularly, have a few more challenges that really make it difficult. I've got probably, there are many, but one is food security, because many seniors, unfortunately, don't have the mobility to get out of the house on a regular basis to kind of secure food on their own. So it's food security is a pretty big priority. And there are quite a few programs that will help, seniors who are isolated, like Meals on Wheels, for instance, Open Heart Kitchen. Meals on Wheels will actually deliver to the seniors' homes. And Open Heart Kitchen has services at most of the senior centers. So the senior either needs to drive up or have somebody come for them, and they can just pick up the meal, and it's all contactless. So there's no issues with safety risks there. And then other community or CBOs, and we actually started a food delivery program because of COVID-19 ourselves. That's not something we did in the past. We would always refer to the food service programs, but there was such a high demand. So food security is key. Housing is also very important. It's always been important, but now in COVID, it's even more so, because nobody's really moving. There's no transition, so you're sort of are where you are.
Yeah.
COVID for right now, and just to make sure that housing is secure. There's other safety issues related around coronavirus, because the senior population can be affected, very significantly with COVID-19. So that's also a factor. And then, there's the mental health challenges that come along with this. I think any age has been affected with some of that. But when there's already some pre-existing challenges, which are typically brought on by isolation, it makes it even tougher. So we've reached out to our seniors, and one of the successes that we've had is offering phone or telecounseling, which has been very helpful and very successful. And we're also doing online counseling sessions, and we're ramping that up. But that's also a challenge. And then the last thing, I think I touched on it a little bit, but it's just the mobility piece, because public transportation is a pretty big part of how seniors get around. And with COVID-19, that really makes it a challenge. So there's several things that seniors, well, everybody has to face, but seniors have to be particularly concerned about these challenges.
Yeah, it has been very tough months in 2020, especially since March when we had this shelter in place, because as you rightly said, because of mobility and people were so worried, especially meeting with the seniors, that even the loved ones are worried that okay, if they go inside the house and all that, so that interaction, what impact it can have. So you're absolutely right. However, there's one thing that we humans are really proud of is the resolve to handle challenges
Yeah.
that are thrown at us. And really, we have seen how people are helping each other during tough times. There is quite a bit of negativity sometimes in the news that we see, but at the same time, there are so many positive stories. An organization like yours, you know, helping so many people. So there are so many positive aspects to it when it comes to how humans solve these challenges.
Yeah.
So, what do you think are the ways we can really make it even better? And also, what the senior support program, Pleasanton, has been doing to help our elderly population? So, both like you have already touched upon like certain things that you are doing, but the
Mhm.
challenges that you mentioned in general, overall, not only the people in the Tri Valley where you are helping, but also I would say generally anyone who is listening to this program in the Bay Area, what are some of your, solutions or your thoughts around that?
Yep. Yeah. No, there are a couple things that I think we all can do. One thing that we've done. Well, there's a couple things that we've done. Because of COVID-19 that we can't actually meet with our seniors face to face
Mm-hmm.
unless it's an urgent situation. But we established a reassurance call program where we're calling all of our seniors regardless of which program they're in, and we're calling them on a weekly basis. So we've got hundreds of outbound calls that we're making, and volunteers that are helping as well. And that's been a really big plus because we have with our friendly visiting clients, we've always been calling them outbound calling and then visiting. But now with all of our clients, our transportation clients, case management, family caregiving, medication safety, we're actually calling everybody to give them a quick, hey, how you doing? Do you need anything? And referring them to other CBOs that can help as well. So that's one thing that's been a real benefit to us, because now we're able to, we're actually speaking to our clients more now than we did in the past. Of course, we want to get back to more face-to-face. That's the idea. But one thing that I think has, most challenges that we face, we tend to rally and come together as a community, and as a county, as a state, as a nation, and we certainly have here. From my perspective, I've been working much closer with the other CBOs and nonprofits in the area, and it's been a real pleasure to be able to spend more time and get to know their programs in more detail, so then we can refer them, and we all collectively help more seniors. But one thing, because COVID-19 came at us so quickly, we
Yep.
didn't really have a chance to prepare. But one thing that I would encourage all seniors or family members who are caregivers for seniors,
Mm-hmm.
to call their local area agency on aging program. All the counties have very developed programs. Like we're part of the Alameda County program, and they're absolutely wonderful. The area agency on aging, they have contact information for a variety of programs that directly help seniors. So I would suggest that, for instance, the Alameda County office, the phone number there is 510-577-1900. Contra Costa has a similar program, Area Agency on Aging, and that number is 925-229-8434. Santa Clara County, 408-755-7600, and then San Francisco, 415-355-6700. They will be able to provide a plethora of options for seniors looking for assistance.
Excellent. These numbers that you shared, this should be the first sort of point of contact that people should try to reach out when they are in need? That's what your suggestion would be?
There's local, you have your local providers such as senior support. The kind of what can be a bit of a struggle is, unfortunately, we at this moment, we're not staffing our office. So, and that is the case with 95% of the other providers as well. Senior centers and community centers are a wonderful resource as well. For instance, we're closely affiliated with the Pleasanton Senior Center. Absolutely fantastic, wonderful programs, great people. Seniors love, going to the Pleasanton Senior Center, and they offer a wide variety of programs. Unfortunately, the senior center is not open. So, so it's like I said, at the moment, it makes it's a little challenging. But I would say first try to contact your local CBOs, know your senior centers, and then also the area agency on aging offices. They are open, but they're not fully staffed. But they will, if you leave a message, they will return your call, and they'll provide very helpful information.
Excellent. And then for people in the Tri-Valley area, if they want to reach out to you, because you are already reaching out in a proactive manner for this, to get information and stay in touch with your existing people that you're helping. But if there are more people who want to reach out to you and find out, and maybe the staffing is an issue, but still, there may be possibilities for you to help out. So what they should do? They should go to your website, or what would you suggest?
Yeah, I would suggest go to our website, which is www.ssptv.org. That's ssptv.org. Or you can call our main line, which is 925-931-5379. And if like I said, more than likely you're going to have to leave a message, because we don't staff it on a regular basis at the moment. Soon as shelter in place is lifted, we'll be back in. Everybody will back in. But at the moment, leave a message and we will call you back that same day, but in no longer than 24 hours, we'll give you a call back. And what we do is we look at all the programs. When somebody calls, we kind of, we look through the programs that we have, see if they can be of assistance. But if they need other assistance, be it legal assistance or possibly Medicaid or Medicare assistance, then we have referrals that we can direct the seniors to those particular CBOs that can help them specifically. So don't worry if you are not sure if senior support can help you. Just call us and we'll find a way to get you the services you need.
This is great. Like, you have shared, so much information today that it's really helpful, because what you mentioned, it's just not about like Pleasanton or something. You've given numbers pretty much for the whole Bay Area. So listeners, wherever you are, you have information now that if you're struggling with something and you need help, where to call, where to reach out. And even if you reach out to senior support program, they will try to see if they can help on their own. And if not, they will direct you to the right place where you can get immediate help. So what I'm hearing is reach out. There is help available.
Call, go to our website, search for assistance, because preventive, if you can take a step or two and be a little more preventive in that aspect, it helps tremendously. Like I said, things are, unfortunately, it's not as easy to reach somebody live, but leave a message. And all the agencies that support seniors that I've worked with, they're all wonderful agencies. We all have the same mission. And, we want to make sure that we support our seniors, because again, seniors have supported us for so many years.
Right.
They deserve and have earned our support. So we want to do our part.
Awesome. So just to wrap up, any final thoughts?
Oh, well, one, just thanks again, AJ, for having me on. It's been an absolute pleasure. Like I said, our goal in, all the CBOs, nonprofits in the in the senior market, helping seniors, we want to do everything we can to help seniors remain healthy, well, and self-sufficient at home. So please reach out to us if you need some assistance. And we'll, like I said, if we can't provide that direct assistance, we will find somebody that can help you. So please give us a call or visit our website. And the last thing I'd love to just get a little pitch in is not only senior support, but all the CBOs, in the Tri-Valley and in Northern California for the most part. We really benefit from the support that volunteers provide. So if you're in a position to volunteer for senior support or one of the other agencies in your area, please please check them out. Go visit their website, and then if you can, maybe you could volunteer a few hours per week, because that makes a huge difference to how we can support the increase that's of services that are coming our way. And it's just a great connection in the community, not only for the volunteers, but for the seniors that they serve. So if you can volunteer, come join us. We'd love to have you.
Great. It was a pleasure having you, Robert. Very useful information. I'm 100% sure listeners will get great benefit out of it, especially the families who are in need during these times.
All right. Well, thank you, AJ. I really appreciate it.
So, listeners, thank you for joining us on Aging by the Bay today. This show was brought to you by ComForCare. We hope that you enjoyed the show, and please subscribe to our podcast that is available on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play. And also, you can find this show and also the other shows that we have had in the past at our website, agingbythebay.com. We love your feedback, and so please leave your comments. And if you have any question for our featured guests, or you want to become a featured guest, please contact us by sending us an email at info@agingbythebay.com. We will be back next Saturday, same time. Until then, take care and have a great week.